The history of the Philippines before the arrival of Ferdinand Magellan in 1521 is rich and complex, marked by various waves of migration, the development of distinct cultures, and the rise and fall of different political entities. Here's a detailed overview. The earliest inhabitants of the Philippines were likely the Negritos, who arrived around 30,000 years ago via land bridges. They were small, dark-skinned people with distinct features, and they lived a nomadic lifestyle based on hunting and gathering. Around 3000 BCE, Austronesian-speaking people from Taiwan began migrating to the Philippines. They brought with them advanced maritime technology and agricultural practices. These settlers established agricultural communities, cultivating rice, taro, and other crops. They lived in organized villages and developed pottery, weaving, and metalworking skills. Early Filipino societies were organized into small, independent communities called barangays, each led by a chieftain known as a datu. These communities engaged in trade and warfare with one another. By the first millennium BCE, the Philippines was part of a regional trading network that included China, India, and other Southeast Asian kingdoms. Goods such as jade, ceramics, and metals were traded. The introduction of metalworking around 500 BCE marked a significant technological advancement. Communities began using iron and bronze tools and weapons, which improved agricultural productivity and warfare capabilities. Intricate burial practices, including the use of burial jars and elaborate grave goods, emerged. The Manungal jar, dated to around 890710 BCE, is a notable example of early Filipino craftsmanship. By the 10th century CE, larger and more complex political entities began to form. Notable among these were the Kingdom of Tondo, the Rajanate of Cebu, and the Sultanate of Sulu. In Luzon, the Kingdom of Tondo emerged as a significant political and trading center. In the Visayas, the Rajanate of Cebu and the Kadachuan of Maja as were influential. The Philippines continued to engage in extensive trade with China and India. Chinese ceramics, Indian textiles, and other luxury goods were highly valued. By the 14th century, Islam began to spread in the southern Philippines through trade and the arrival of Muslim traders and missionaries. The Sultanate of Sulu became a major Islamic center. The Laguna copperplate inscription of 900 CE is the earliest known written document in the Philippines. This inscription provides evidence of a sophisticated society with a system of writing and law. The discovery of ancient boats in Butuan suggests that early Filipinos had advanced maritime skills and engaged in long-distance trade. The Taban Caves. These caves in Palawan have yielded significant archaeological finds, including human remains dating back to 47,000 years ago and artifacts from various periods. The history of the Philippines before Magellan is characterized by diverse cultures, significant technological advancements, and complex social structures. The archipelago was home to various indigenous groups, each with their own distinct traditions and ways of life. The influence of trade with neighboring regions, the development of early political entities, and the spread of Islam in the southern part of the archipelago played crucial roles in shaping the pre-colonial history of the Philippines.